bunch of stuff open here. Okay. February 8th. Here it is. I hate doing the company stats on the first week of the month because I pulled the stats yesterday. And just so you know how my brain works, I pulled them yesterday and that counts the business from Friday because we probably did a little out over the weekend. So it's really 4 days worth of business. So here's, well, let's start with the quotes. It's kind of like what Thomas said this morning. The future depends on what you do today, right? And guys, all of the messages we're giving as a group are make hay while the sun shines. It's not going to be this good forever. Every day may not be good, but there's something good in every day. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra you put in. So when you set your goal for 10 contacts a day and you're feeling good, you're on a roll and you make 15 instead, that's extraordinary. A positive mindset always brings positive things to our lives. Makes a big difference. You know, the negative Nellies that walk around the office and you can tell you're just real excited to go talk to them. And then there's the people that are always positive. You can't wait to be around them. Interesting. The best way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing, right? How many people said they want to go for a walk this morning, but said, nah, it's too cold. Don't talk about going for a walk in the morning. Get up and go for a walk in the morning. It's not that cold. And the dogs love it. All right, here we go. Reminders. 3 chats. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay. I'm excited. 30 years of Century 21 Beggins Enterprises in June. We got to plan something big for that. So that's really on our next, after we get through our April 8th event, that'll be our next target. Look at this. Active listings went up to 104 from 102. I'm sure it'll be sold today, but it's crazy. And guys, so what I'm seeing is there are some aggressive price moves coming up in this market. I mean, houses that were 600 grand a year ago, they're asking $1 million for, and they're getting it. I don't see it, but pricing is really a challenge these days. And here's where we're at. We have 15 listings so far this month. Remember, this is as of Friday, so the 4th. We have 13 sales. We have 16 closings. 16 closings. Pending to close. We have 193 pending to close rest of this month. And 53 of those are what I call hangovers. And I wanted to show those hangovers, but I think it killed my screen. It did. I want to give you an example. This won't take me long. Pending contracts by February 28th. Go. Sort by this. Okay. The problem is Evis has a listing at 8303 Iberia Place that was supposed to close on January 14th. Right? It's a little deal, 210,000. What is not in place? Somebody fill in the blank for me.
Extension.
Rights and obligations. The buyer has no right to buy the house anymore and the seller has no obligation to sell. What would happen if we put that 210 house back on the market today? They would probably get another offer, right?
It would sell for more than what it sold for 2 months ago.
What's the buyer going to think when we do that? We're the selling agent in this case. I'm sorry, I said listing agent. Our buyer's going to be pissed because they think they have a contract and they don't have a legal right. There's no right or obligation to buy or sell that house. And this is how many, 53 of these guys, all the way down here, January 31st, January 31st, January 31st. I get it. They might be new homes. It might be something else, but just understand, I'm telling you right now, there's no right nor obligation, no right for the buyer to buy, no obligation for the seller to sell because the contract is dead. Kathleen, will you confirm that for me?
It is dead unless somebody intentionally breached.
Yeah. And either way, it's dead because it's breached.
With all
Right.
with all the disruptors in the market, there's a great opportunity that your buyer or seller is talking to, communicating with, or getting in contact with somebody else that may potentially tell them they can get more money, get a better deal, have a better option. And if you don't have anything in place, I don't care how good of a relationship you have with them, there's a possibility that they stray.
Right. Wishing Arch, that's probably a new construction that Kim's got. But still, our buyer has no right to buy. You're out of contract. Okay, so 53 of these guys, it's just not right. Get on your buyers, get on your sellers, and let's get these things extended out. Okay. I said my piece and I've demonstrated, so I'm not making this up. I just want to share this with you because this is, I said, ruh-roh, is the market slower now or not? I made a mistake at the manager meeting yesterday because I didn't look up January 2021, but we actually did $4 million more in open business than we did in January this month. But look at the difference in sales, 206 sales in 2022, 269 sales in 2021. Holy cow. But see if you see something else here, more open commissions in 2022 than in 2021. So we had 63 fewer sales and brought in more commission. What causes that? Increased sales price. We're selling more expensive houses. And I'm showing you commission projections. They're not assuming 3%. So ruh-roh, a little slower. What causes that? I'll show you when we get the leads. A quick word for Paramount Title. We had a very good month of opening business for Paramount Title.
Hey, good morning. Yes, we had a really good month. So in the light of that, I want to do a quick round of 3 questions, gift card giveaway. All right. So first question I'm going to ask is, what do we order through the HOA? Anyone know what it's called? We have to
I do.
order it.
Lauren said estoppel, John said estoppel, Michelle said estoppel.
Who's first, Chris?
Rachel Markley was the first one to type in estoppel online.
Yes, she was.
Rachel, you got it.
That was
Okay.
fast.
Yeah, good job, guys. Who can tell me the one residential type of property that we do not have to ever order a survey on? Did anyone write it before Jim?
Jim Graff in the room said condo.
And he is
John
correct.
Evans was second with Cindy.
A condo, we will never have to order a survey on. Now, townhouses, we do. Condos, we don't.
And
Okay.
just for John's benefit, O is really close to I on the keyboard.
Okay. And then last question. So tomorrow, Thursday, we have our class coming up and it's about Ron. Who can tell me what Ron means? Ron.
Lauren Fleischman, remote online notary.
Good job, Lauren. Yes. So those are 3 questions for this week. And I'll go ahead and get you all gift cards. But yes, on Thursday, we'll have our class on remote online notary with Sean. So make sure
Let's
you
talk a
tune
little
in.
bit about that. Why should I care about that?
So we're one of the first companies that were able to do that. There's a bunch of different reasons we can or cannot do a remote on notary. So one of the biggest benefits of being able to do that is if you have a seller or buyer who is out of the country visiting, friends, family, or they're just in a different state, they can't get, able to sign physically or with a mobile notary. And then this could be an option, but there's a lot of ways that we can or cannot do it. So make sure you tune in and to see what could benefit your client best.
Very good. Thank you for sharing that.
All right, guys, have a good one.
Thank you. Now we're here for managers. Recognize our January top performers. Where is that? It's going to be over here. A lot open on the sheet. Here, look. There it is. Okay, I'm going to make a couple things a little shorter here, and then it'll look pretty on the screen. All right, we're going to start off with sharing my screen. And I'm going to move the cursor on. We're going to start this time with Apollo Beach. Chris.
Good morning. So Apollo Beach, we've got a tie, a four-way tie for listings, and I'm really excited because we have a gentleman on the board for the first time in a little while. Congratulations, everybody. Got Rachel Markley, 2 listings. Jose Alamo, brand new agent in the last 3 months, 2 listings in the month of January. Great job, Jose. Kim Hodgkins, 2 new listings. Lashunda Mangum, 2 new listings as well. Congratulations on all your hard work to get 2 properties on the market. One thing that they're also doing with their sellers, potential sellers and clients, almost every single one of them that I've worked with has went to OfferPad or Open Door to get an offer from them, to try and provide more value to that seller. Even if it's a better offer for them, we still get compensated from them. So that's a great opportunity, and it's really helping them.
I just signed an offer for Rachel yesterday.
Yep. So it's something that's very beneficial right now for the seller, and it keeps us in the loop, keeps us in the game, and it works out really well. Most open sides, we have Heidi Seddon with 6 open sides in the month of January.
That's awesome.
6. And then most closed sides, Heidi Seddon as well, probably because she had most open sides last month, which is why she had most closed sides this month. And then Kimberly Evans with our most closed commissions last month. Let's talk about intention really quick. I won't take too much of your time. Over the last 6 months, Kim has met with me religiously every week or every other week, and she set some intentions. She's changed her mindset, and she's really shifted a focus on what she's doing. And her intention was to make one of the top producers for the month coming into this first quarter. In the first month in January, she did. When I called her yesterday to tell her that, she did not even realize that she had hit it, because she wasn't paying attention to that. She's so focused on getting the actions done. So congratulations, all of our winners there. Great job.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was going to call you the day and tell you. I said, wow, what the hell? She lit it up.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
amazing. Congratulations.
Jeff, talk about IRB.
IRB, we've got a tie in the front. We got Sarah McIntyre and Rogers slugging it out on the listing side of the world.
Any listing in this market is a good listing. So
Yes. And Rachel Jordan leading
Wow.
the top sales, which is awesome to watch that and to see her working really hard. And Bob Dean closes out the category with most commissions and company dollar. So that's a result of him having most sales last month. So congrats to everybody there in IRB.
let me skip over while I got you on the mic to Madeira Beach.
Madeira, Mike Reichenbach trying not to relinquish his #1 agent in the entire company role. So he decided to go get some more listings. So he's our top lister in Madeira. And then we got Maria McNeil. She is rocking it out with top sales. And
Wait,
then
how did you do 11 sales?
What's that?
She had 11 sales
She is on fire.
in the month of January. What a great year that turns out to be.
Oh yeah, she's stockpiling for the best year. She says, "No way, Mike Reichenbach coming after you." So we'll see how that plays out there. And then Tammy Vasquez, so proud of Tammy. Newer with us, newer to the business, and just on fire with company dollar and most GCC coming in. So great job, Tammy.
And just so you all know, we hide the GCC numbers because some of you get embarrassed when we show them, which I think is silly, but that's me. Jimmy or Chris, you want to talk about Sun City?
Yeah, Sun City, almost a clean sweep, or pretty much a clean sweep except for a tie. Robin Bennett, most listings, 4 listings January, also most open side 6, but she tied with Helen Williams. Helen has been putting in the work over this last quarter, and she's done an amazing job. 6 open sides, and also for Robin, 6 open sides. Closed out 2 sides in the month of January and brought in most commissions as well. Robin Bennett. Again, amazing job to be able to put those numbers up in the market that we're in. Keep it up, guys.
Awesome. Kathleen, recognize your Sun City top listing. Wow.
Good morning, everybody. Look at this list of our Sarasota. We got a 6-way tie. This is not just a trifecta. This is a sexecta, I think you would say. Something along those lines. Anyhow, Yvonne, Jesse, Neil, Brian on the list, Shelly, Karina on the list. It's nice to see some newer folks' faces on the list with each a tie. And then we have on most open sides, Yvonne and Delia, they're still rocking it out. And then for top closing agents, most number of closed sides, we have Brian and we have Martin and we have Julie. Julie's made the list twice now. I'm super proud to be able to say that because we've worked really hard. Julie has gone out of her way to really get additional coaching, additional support, and now she's rocking it out. And then for most gross commissions brought in, Brian, once again, and he's got a baby number 2 on the way. These guys are killing it over here. I'm very proud.
Don't say he's having a baby and killing it at the same sentence.
Well, this is true. Let me rephrase that. His wife is having his second little boy, baby boy.
He's
And he's
crushing
killing
it.
the sales out here.
There you go. Mr. Simmons, what say you?
Good morning, superstars. So we have a 5-way tie here. Amy Camasso, Andy Simmons, Andrea Di Filippo, and Bria Burns and Amani Bailey. And Bria Burns and Amani Bailey is their first time on the tops list, so congratulations to them. And then we have Amy Camasso with 7 open sales. Wow, she's crushing it. I told you, correct, she's making it happen, right? Yesterday.
Yeah,
right?
you did. Holy cow.
Yep. And then we have Brenda Felipe, 3.5 closings. Watch out for this woman. She's going to be a Centurion this year. She's very, very focused on what she wants to accomplish. And then Amy Camasso, obviously, with 7 open sales, brought in the most closings. And, you know, Amy, I always consider Amy as I said, Amy, what's your secret sauce? She said, Thomas, there's really no secret sauce. I just run my business like a business. I have a schedule and I stick to it. And that's the way I run my business. So every day, guys, if you want to, chat with her, she'll tell you exactly how she schedules things and get things done. So congratulations to all the ladies at the Brandon office. Good job.
Yes, great job. Amy, 7 deals, that's crushing it. Maria got you though, just put a little fire under your butt. Joe or Otis, South Tampa?
We got Kate Heath, Joe Brown, and Lauren Melnick for tops with the what category is that? You got us no Romy.
Top listing.
Top listings. Joe, go ahead and take the next one.
Okay, all right.
That's 3 listings apiece. That's awesome.
That's
very
that's incredible. And then we've got
Sales.
we've got top sales with Lauren, Cody, and Adam, and with 4. And then we have the next one is top closings, which is Kate, Jessica, Tony, Katia, and Gwen. And then
With 2 closings each in the first month of the year.
closings, yes. And then we have Matt for top gross commission.
Hey, and have you noticed there's a trend here with some of the rookies that are staying on the board? They didn't just come up as a one-hit wonder. They're staying on this top producer board too. So a couple of fellas.
And notice we have some fellows,
Got some fellas.
Yeah, Tony, Matt, Adam, Joe. All right.
Yeah, we mixed it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Team Imagine's the only team that got on the list this time with 1 listing. So they'll get their trophy there. And then BE3, Crystal.
BE3, we didn't have any listings this month, but I can guarantee you there will be listings on the next month. But congratulations on the open sides to Ashley and Cheryl with a tie in that area. On the closed sales, guys, you guys need to step it up. Leighton is the only guy on this board, but we have a 4-way, it's a quad here. Michelle, Taylor, Christina, and Leighton. So we're going to work on getting some more gentlemen. Sounds like that's the message throughout the company on the board. And then for most revenue, kudos to Michelle as well. So we are a small group, but you'll see these numbers continue to increase throughout the year.
Very good. Okay, I think this is important to say. This motivates the hell out of me to see what other people are doing, right? For Maria to capture 11 sales in a month is amazing. Lauren, Cody, and Adam doing 4 sales in a month is amazing. 3 sales each for Ivana and Dahlia. 6 sales each for Robin and Helen. 3 sales each for Rachel, or just for Rachel. And then 6 sales for Heidi. That's major performance, guys. This is the first month of the year that usually kind of sucks. And to come out that strong is just awesome. So congratulations to all of you for that.
They all worked very hard in December.
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, this is new business. Most of it's
Right. Well, the closings are from, the closings are, December was very busy this year.
They probably don't have as many hangovers as the rest of the people either.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that. Okay. Gotta get this picture frame smaller. Out of my way. All right, so this is now the second month of the year, 1 weekend, the second month of the year. The order thing for me is for everybody to start thinking about, you know, the goals that you're setting. And I just want to inspire you to set 2 of these goals if you're not there. And I was really proud. I was in the office the other day and asked the question, how many of you have paid off all your bad debts, student loans or credit cards? And everybody in the room raised their hand. Wasn't a whole lot of people in the room, but everybody raised their hand. And then the second step, how many of you have 6 months worth of living expenses in cash that if something were to happen catastrophic, you wouldn't have to freak out? And again, every hand in the room went up. So that's awesome. So then you can start dreaming and playing or investing or whatever it is. But don't think to start thinking about buying a new car, buying a boat, buying a jet ski until those first 2 things are done. Just advice from Father Craig. All right. Please help us get checks to the Apollo Beach office. We're just having challenges in that area. So if you're not doing paid at closings, or even if you are, please direct the closing agent to make sure they mail to the corporate office in Apollo Beach. I'm going to do that. It's not open anymore though, is it? No, I'll come back to that. Okay, I'm going to show the video again. So the commercial training, you saw the commercial guy, what's his name? Ashley, Randy Workman, gave us a video last week. They're doing an intro to the commercial investment network at Century 21. And he gave us some stats about how commercial agents or agents who mix residential and commercial together make a lot more money than those who don't. So this is just a 1 hour free intro to see if you're interested to it, because Randy his job is to grow commercial. And I think you'll see the commercial business at Century 21 has grown a lot. So that's this Thursday at noon. Angelique is sending out to the classes, and I just want to take a little shameless plug. Watch the class that Jimmy and I did. I thought it was really good last Wednesday. And if you go here and here, you'll see what it looks like. Catch up to me here. So that's all you do. Payment versus price. That was a very good class from Jeff and Mike. That was our sales meeting last week. When you hear Jimmy, stand out from the crowd, the value of the Century 21 brand. We knocked it pretty good on that one. Turning your finance back buyers into cash buyer with ribbon. We had 90 plus people. That's next on my slide though. That was a good class. If you missed the ribbon class, you need to go back and watch it. And then we did home inspection, and then Crystal and I talked about leads and what to do with them. So just some thoughts for you. Offer pad. Let us know. I'm signing a lot of offer pads offers. And I would look at some of those houses myself, or for some of the other people in the company, because maybe we can make a better offer than OfferPad. But they're coming out of the box pretty strong. Zillow reminder, 3D tours are getting 58% more views than houses without 3D tours. Insider training. Offer Manager, I have a meeting this afternoon with them. I'm not too interested in it, but we'll see what that part is on showing time. And then a note that floor plans will be coming soon. If you have a 3D plan, they're going to create a floor plan for you on Zillow, which customers really say they want. You see the Century 21 advertising calendar? I thought this was worth showing. I meant to show it. I'm going to make it a little bigger for me to see. But what this shows us is January through December, which marketing areas is Century 21 spending money on. Right, so I want to blow it up so I can read. You can see most of the stuff is like all the search and social is all year long, but the national advertising is centered in the spring selling months through the end of summer. And then they got other things going on down here. So I can't read this, so I'm going to make it bigger. So the national advertising, it's commercials in National Geo and natgeo.com, Disney, Hulu, Digital, Nom and YouTube, Tremor Video, Zephyr Video App. I have no idea what these are. The Relentless Podcast Season 3. So that starts in April. Search and social ads are going on Google, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. I don't know how you see them, but that's where they're going. Fine Homes and Estates, listing syndications, co-op and digital ad programs like the Robb Report, the New York Times, Guaranteed Impressions Program, Sky Advertising, listing syndications to DuPont Registry, James Edition, Robb Report, Barron's, Wall Street Journal, and Mansion Global. In the commercial, the C21 commercial newsletters, the print advertising program, commercial listing feeds, commercial online search, and we get leads through all these things too. And then industry events, Inman Connect, we're advertising at Riz Media, we advertise all year long. ICCS, ICSC, I forget what that is. It's something Ashley goes to. Our global conference is coming up in March. No, CCIM Global Conference. And we got some NAR events we do and stuff like that. So, and Century 21 at Mike Ferry as well. So that's just things that they're doing where our national advertising money is spent. I thought we should talk about that. I should probably send it out to you. It might be a neat piece for the marketing guide. Back down here. Oh, Zillow market update. They got their chief economist doing all this stuff, so we might as well hear what they got to say. And here's what they're saying. Millennial demand is driving up prices in family-friendly neighborhoods. Home values in zip codes with a higher share of children and younger than 18 are growing faster than home values elsewhere in the same country. Interesting. Remember, because millennials were what? Not supposed to be buying real estate, right? Now they're saying more than ever. More millennials will reach the age of 32, the peak age for first-time home buyers, over the next 2 years than ever before. So hold on, good news, right? What else? Mortgage rates increase as the Fed expected to address inflation. Mortgage rates rose slightly last week. Rates spiked in the middle of the week after the Fed Reserve communicated a willingness to take aggressive measures to address inflation, but then rates fell at the end of the week to end only marginally higher. The latest surge of COVID cases is expected to slow economic activity in the short term, and even though fourth quarter GDP growth was strong, much of that was driven by increased incentive inventories, which is still fun. I went to the grocery store the other day and the inventory, the shelves are bare in a lot of places. Expectations continue to be for the Federal Reserve to begin raising the Fed funds rate in March, and typically mortgage rates follow that. But what I've been heard from higher ups is that they're talking about a 0.25% increase 4 times this year. So if we're at 3.75, we'll get to 4.75, which is still, relatively high rate. Moxie Suite's coming. We're getting a lot of management training on it this week. We were leaked out last week. This will be the phone number that your leads are going to come from. I'll spend time on lead after I talk to Sammy. Save and create that ringtone. So if you want to write down that number, 903-294. Oh shit, I didn't put the whole thing in. I think it's 4420.
Four, 442.
44 what?
4442.
Thank you. Wow, there's a dumb typo. Yeah, 903-294-4442 will be the new quote unquote lead router number, but it's called Moxie Leads.
Yeah, Chris is going to put that in the chat. You guys need to put that in there and make a ringtone that says money, 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 because that's where everything's coming from, and that's going to be in the next couple weeks. It's going to go from lead router to lead engine. So just put that phone number down, and we'll discuss it again when we do the trainings that are coming up. But just save that phone number.
Yes. And then here, Meadler. He's sending out private letters to you guys, which would be great social media posts. Make it a PDF and you can post it. But dear Century 21 President's Award winner, congratulations on achieving the award. You get some personalized marketing assets. You get personalized press release. You get a President's Award logo on Century 21 Toolkit CMA flyers. You get customized trophies. You get a century21.com web banner to put on your page, right? And then it's signed by the president. So if you were a national award winner, you're going to get one of these letters from him, and then follow the award center list or ask Susie. There's all kinds of things you can do with those artwork. Ribbon launched, and we had 90 people on. I think it's a really cool program. Joe Diener, you did a thing. Tell us how it went.
Yes, did one over the weekend. The nice thing about it is we actually Got the client approved on Friday, sent in the pre-approval letter from their lender. Then also added the homes that we were going to look at on Saturday. And by Saturday, we were looking at homes, the estimates came through, actually, while we were looking at one of the homes, and talked with them, got the addendum sent over to us on Sunday, put in the offer. We're just waiting to hear. So our client actually went over the approved price. Yeah. Mhm.
So how was Ribbon to work with? Are they complicated or simple or responsive or not?
It was very, very simple and very responsive. I mean, I was talking Vanessa Sunday night. She was out at dinner and we were talking back and forth, and she actually stopped what she was doing and manually inputted the information for my addendum so I could get the offer over on Sunday night. So very responsive, very positive, and I hope we'll get the deal. But even if not, we certainly got a good product to put forth for our clients. So
Tell me the talk track, how it worked with the buyer, getting them to agree to pay extra money. to make the house look better.
It really wasn't hard. I mean, I sat down with them and I said, here's the program. This is how it works. You know, you're going to pay a fee to do this, but it's going to give you a cash, you know, a little heads up because it's a cash offer versus they were only able to put 3% down on, you know, on a property based on their mortgage. So this base really pushed them up. You know, we all know as listing agents, you know, you're looking at offers 20% down, 30% down, 3% down doesn't get you very far as an offer goes when you have multiple offers. And this particular house that we bid on had at the time more than 10 offers when I put my offer in. So, yep. So very positive. If anybody needs help, or, you know, Vanessa's great. And I know Crystal did one too over the weekend, and she had a good experience too, I believe.
I did. It was a very easy process. I sent in my client's pre-approval, uploaded it to the website about 9:30 p.m. Friday night. And by 10 o'clock, Ribbon had already reached out to their lending officer in California. They're relocating, reached out to them. I submitted 2 properties and they came back with a value before I was able to actually show the client. So it's a win-win, and mine was on the boost side because we had lost out on a couple offers before. So I highly recommend it.
I think the big thing that I did, and this is what I mean, I called the lender and explained the program, sent him the video, but to calm him that we were still using him as a lender, that this wasn't superseding him in any way or cutting him out. And that way, when he got the call from them, from the company, it wasn't defensive. It was a cooperative thing. So I kind of did a little pre-work on that.
Rachel said the Ribbon rep that she worked with called the listing agent to help me explain the program. And the seller wanted to talk to him as well. So they did a 3-way phone call.
Yep. And they did send an email to the listing agent and called her. Yep.
And both of those are the Ribbon Boost program, which is 1% more.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, 2 save the dates. April 8th for our second quarter kickoff. It's gonna be really cool. Can't tell you much more about it yet, but we're starting to plan it already. Florida 21, it's July 25th through 27th. 121 is 323 through 326. So that's coming up like real quick here. And we got something new. We're gonna have something called social at c21be.com and a special phone number, which I'll put the screen back up in a minute. But my daughter Samantha is going to join us now. She had some really cool ideas on what we could do, and we ran them by Mike at the marketing department. And Mike said it's a great idea. And Sammy, why don't you take the ball and give us a little idea what you're thinking?
Yeah, hi. So I don't have the phone open yet, but I got a note that it was sent out and shipped, and I should have it by tomorrow or maybe Thursday. So I'll send an email when that's definitively ready for use. But yeah, so we're opening a phone line and I'll put the number in the chat. But so save this contact, and I'm just kind of calling it like the social hotline number. I don't know. But yeah, so anything, it's just a way for agents to send in information. If you are doing, if you have a picture from closing with your clients with a personalized sign, you can send it in to this number or the email, whatever works for you. Yeah, so if you're doing, posting YouTube videos, send us the link. We want to see it and we want to share it and we want to help you with your social pages. And I'll be coming around to the offices and getting social content. So I'm already going to Brandon tomorrow for their dial-a-thon or call-a-thon, and Sarasota's got a blood drive on Monday going on, and Jimmy's doing something in some city. So just, any events that are going around the offices that you want us to know about or that you think should be covered, yeah, send in tips. And if you do text this number, just, tell me who you are, because I won't have any contacts on this phone. It's a brand new line that we're opening. So just be sure to
upload all our Google contacts to Sam, and you'll have everybody.
Yeah, I can. So yeah, just anything that you're doing, if you have pictures from your open house, if you have pictures from events you attend, if you have information about events, this will be a way for you to connect with us and let us know. And any content from the offices will be on this phone. So as I'm coming around, I'll, do little pictures from the offices and videos, and hopefully it'll help you get comfortable doing social. And, I can help you with your pages while I'm at the office. So if you see me, just, say hi, I'll be there. And I'll put this in the chat right now. And I'll send an email when it's officially in use.
When the phone arrives.
Yeah, so it should be Wednesday, Thursday, it's coming.
So Mike, you said yesterday, that's like a piece of what we've been missing, because we're posting a lot of what we post for the public and for our agents that we're recruiting. But we really have been doing a whole lot of work to help the agents grow their own growth. So that'll be kind of fun to do.
Yeah, so just get ready, and we're changing up our social game a little bit, and hopefully that will include you.
Very good. Thank you, Samantha. All right. Oh, we just found out again, we've talked about this before, but Zillow does not promote rentals anymore. It's not automatic. They don't send the feed. If you have a rental and you want it on Zillow, you got to call Zillow and buy an ad. So just know that. Don't go promising Zillow ads on rentals if you're doing rentals. I'm not going to Moxie sample buyer presentations yet unless we run out of time. I'm going to spend a little more time on just reminding you that the target this year is 165,000 gross commission. That would be about 16.5 transactions based on our current levels. And then here, look at the lead increase, guys. It was in the 200s for the last 3 months. Then now all of a sudden it's jumped up to 354 last week and 331 this week. And the winner is Century 21. I want to just put these numbers up. I actually want to show you. So I'm going to share my screen, and it's right here. So this is what's really coming through, and it's bothersome because I can show you how it works. So these Century 21 Espanol, Century 21 agent contact form, agent contact, commercial properties, right? So if you're the listing agent on Century 21 leads, you're getting that lead. It's coming to you through Lead Router really quickly. And you need to answer it if you want to work it. If you don't answer it, Century 21 only is going to Ojo, right? And then Ojo is going to work it like Opcity does. And if they connect, they send them back. So if I show you this, oh, I'm in. Looker. So this particular week, we gave Ojo 47 leads. They worked them all. They only got 6 that said, yeah, I want to talk to an agent. So they had a whole team of people working on 47 to get 6 that said, yeah, I want to talk to an agent. And then they delivered 100% of those 6 people to our company, which is great. But I want you to see the expectation of, it takes a ton of follow-up on 47 people to get 6 to agree. So that's just very disappointing. I just want you to have the expectation set. You're going to have to call, text, and email, call, text, and email if you want to work these things. And then this is a problem because 100% of the leads get accepted. They get called once, and then they don't update the app. But of the 2 customers, of the 6 customers, 2 viewed their first home. So they're finding these shitty internet leads, pardon my French. They're squeezing the hell out of them, getting 6 opportunities, but a third of the people they got said, yeah, I'll go look at houses. Right? So they're not crap, but you got to work them hard or find a system that will work them hard for you. So I just want to kind of put that out there. But these things are coming through and they're going to our agents. You know, Ken must have a really popular listing. You got 3-4 leads this week. I could go back and find the property I'm not going to, right? And then we have Hess, which is Relo, Hess buyers, agent selection tool, and the regular Hess delivery. Then we got Hess trade and buy and sell. Those are good leads. Home Partners is at marketing hard, and they're sending us a bunch of opportunities. So Ashley needs to know who the Home Partners people, who wants Home Partners leads. And then we've got Ojo, which is Ojo giving us back our leads, which goes into the Century 21 number. Look at all that business, right? And then OpCity is a big lead source for us also. And then relocation is on the move. They're just getting lots of opportunities at Relo right now. Who has been up this week? Walk-ins are a small part of our business, probably the best quality lead we get. So that's why you want to be on floor. So when the call, the sign call, the call in or walk-in comes in, if we're getting it to the right person, we have no problem doing that. And you can see they're going to random people. And then yard signage, we had 47 yard signs this week. And those were probably our second best quality call. And then Zap, direct passive registration, was somebody shopping on century21.com, found a Remax listing, called on it. We got it. We just had a closing with Ojo yesterday. I think it was Rachel. And I'm trying to figure out, because it's supposed to be a 30% referral, I thought, but they're only charging 17.5. So I got to find out what's going on there. And then Zillow Flex, that's a broker privilege program, because we did a good job when we were premier broker, and they gave us 48 opportunities this week, which is a lot more than we've been getting in the past. So it's just, look at all this business coming in on a weekly basis. So we got to find a way to not ignore it, right? And then we've got birthdays this week. Amy Bowles is today, along with Melanie Graciano from Sun City and Greg Trout from Sun City. The Sun City birthday party today. Brandon Sean Stewart, my neighbor. Bob Dean in Indian Rocks Beach. Happy birthday, Bob. Thomas Simmons on the 12th. I think I know what number that's going to be. Oh, you guessed that number. You're catching up to me, dude. John Lum on the 13th. Look at that. Georgia Parker on the 13th, along with Brenda Fricks on the 14th from Apollo Beach. And then LaShondra Renee Maxfield from Adair Beach on the 14th as well. And I said I was going to come back to something. I will go back to it, because I got a couple minutes. Move this out of the way. Jeff or Mike, we didn't hear anything from you guys today. Do you have any comments you want to make while I'm looking this up?
Well, you heard from me on the top side of the world, but you know, the only thing I could say is take some time to sharpen some skills, right? Because I know we talked about this a lot, but real estate's coming back, guys. And we're going to have to make sure that your systems are down and that your presentation skills are up, your objection handlers are sharp. And I want you to do this before you realize you have to do this, right? So that's always.
And that's where I'm going. We have very low engagement with MoxieWorks, right? And my biggest fear is that your newest competitor is your neighbor, because they just got their real estate license and they know all your neighbors too.
Mm-hmm.
So where all your neighbors were going to be your leads, now your neighbor is a licensed real estate agent too, and they're going to take your leads. So we have to do something to differentiate you from everybody else. And professionalism is one of the things you can do especially when you're differentiating yourself from a brand new licensee. No offense to brand new licensees, right? But licensees are coming to the market like crazy. Everybody's getting a real estate license because they think it's easy. And the volume of home sales is not going up. So that means less home sales for all of us unless we get better. Does that make sense? So here's Moxie as a buyer presentation. So imagine if watched Jeff and Mike's class yesterday, they talked about the buyer process and the qualifying questions of what you ask them. But once you follow up with them, say, hey, Jeff, I'm going to send you a quick presentation on what we do for our buyers, right? Add this into your mix. It's all pre-done for you, right? You got your homepage. It's all made for you. You can add your bio, this little setup, but not much. And then this is what we built for you. Here's the home buying process. Just a nice little tool. Maybe they're new buyers, maybe they're not. And then it says, here's a buyer representation agreement. And this is a talking point, but send it to them. Make them think about what the responsibilities are.
But make a little note, whoever did that, take that old logo off and swap it.
Oh, good point. Angelique, are you watching? Or Jimmy, make a note. Good point. Steps in the loan process, lender resources. Setting proper expectations. List of lenders and mortgage brokers. These ones you guys gave us. What is single agency? Play that card. Estimate buyers closing costs, what are they expecting? Closing fees. Home warranty, I'm not going to share the report. Worst closed home warranty month of the history of the company. Only did 4 home warranties, 196 closings and 4 home warranties. You guys are missing the boat for your buyers. I know the sellers aren't going to pay for it, but the buyers should buy their own. They're missing the boat. Time to schedule inspections, talk about the importance of that. And here's some home inspectors that you can use. A lot of them. And they're usually ones that support us. The home concierge program. You remember, you're trying to differentiate yourself from everybody else. So if you're not talking about our free lifetime home concierge program, your neighbor who just got licensed last week might beat you for the listing for the house across the street from you because they want to help out their neighbor. Global home warranty, little shameless plug. At a glance, this is our company. You're dealing with me. You're dealing with the #1 Century 21 in Florida. We got 9 offices with the #1 company in the US and Southeast US. We had 30 years of experience. We had 400 agents. We did 56,000 transactions and counting. Century 21, we're in 86 countries. We've got 14,000 offices, all that stuff, right? It's just differentiating you from your neighbor who just got their license, went to work for Aardvark Realty, right? Does this look a little more professional? Does it put you at a higher notch? Do you think? That's my point. So I think I won't go into the rest of it right now. But I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to caution you because I'm seeing it. Who here on this call pulls the manager, the licensee list every week? Kat, do you actually pull it?
I do.
That's
Every Friday I get it.
How many names are on it on a typical week?
Oh my gosh. Anywhere from probably a good, for our county, there's an easy 125, 130
A week.
a week.
Yeah, I get it every Thursday.
And what do you see? What counties are you pulling?
Typically I'll pull all the counties we operate in. So Sarasota, Hillsborough, Pinellas, and then we'll pull for B3 Pasco, and then all of Polk, Orange, Osceola, Seminole.
And how many
big ones.
licensee registrations are you seeing a week?
So same numbers kind of in Hillsborough County, Sarasota, and Pinellas. We're typically seeing 200 on a weekly basis, and then usually for Central Florida and Polk, we're usually seeing about 250 to 300.
200 a week for 52 weeks a year is 10,400 new licensees. And most of them are going to try to get business from their sphere of influence, which is also your sphere of influence. So I just say we need professional. We need to up our image, up our game a little bit. So pay attention to the Moxie. Jimmy's done a great job with the Moxie training. So let's follow that. It's all recorded. Check the emails from Angelique in case you missed it once. They're all there. And it's usually a Thursday when Jimmy's doing the Moxie trainings. And we, it's again, with managers of Moxie training again this week too, so. Yeah, and half of our members at church. Yeah, your whole church is full of realtors now. So it's just coming and going, right? But anyway, the year has started out super strong. We're blessed because we've got a strong buyer market, a strong buyer demand. We got high prices that are coming. Just things are working really well. So I want to make sure we keep the pressure on and up our game to the points that Jeff made. It's just, we want to make sure we're growing. Cool. Ashley, I didn't give you a chance to talk about your real tops. You want to do it real quick?
I wanted to give a few shout outs for outgoing referrals. We actually placed 13 within our network this last month in January. And Amy Camasso coming in for the win, doing 3 of them herself. So thank you for your support, Amy, as always. And then there were 6 closed for outgoing referrals, and that included a couple newer people to my report. So Julia Fanning, Nicola, and I really don't want to mess up your last name, Z. Robin Bennett, which she's obviously on our, has been on my report before. Thank you again, Robin. Linda Kane and Regina Mann. So those are closed. That's just some extra January money.
Extra money.
Extra money.
Cool. Mike says Zillow rental listing is $9.99 a week. You put it on Zillow and the phone rang all day. So I guess it's not a bad spend for $9.99 a week. Okay, anything else for the greater good? It's 9:23.
Moxie really does work. You got to use it with your sellers. I had one that got under contract really quickly over in Tampa. And this seller brought out a big stack of flyers and everything else that was sent to her. And she says, you know, this doesn't impress me, but what impresses me is this virtual presentation that you gave me that showed all the other properties that have sold in my area, and I could actually look at the pictures. Thank you. That's how you win it.
Don't tell my dad I said this, but our spa is really outdated now. When you see the Moxie listing presentation with comps, it's just really slick because they can see the house, they can see all the photos in the house. It's a first-class job, and we'll be teaching that. Jimmy, when is the listing presentation training? Oh, yeah, it's already done it. We haven't trained much. Last week we did a little bit on the comps, but we're going to get really into the weeds on picking the comps for the presentation. But Kat, you did it. How long did it take you to do it? Unmute.
I did it, and it took me like maybe three minutes, if only because I had to go back and look at the pictures carefully because this was a waterfront property, so I had to really fine tune it. But it came out gorgeous. I mean, we won the listing doing that.
So it's tied to the MLS. You pick the listing straight from MoxieWorks. It brought them into the presentation.
Yeah, yeah. Or you can bring in additional listings that you know about. You can plug it in there. It's pretty cool.
So it's scary when you don't know how to do it, but once you do it, it's not scary anymore.
It's easy.
Right? And I can take you back to the quotes at the beginning of the thing, right? Just start doing, right? And our best advice is take an hour a week to start with. I'd like to say an hour a day, and train on something, right? Practice in MoxieWorks, watch a class, do something, right? On making yourself better. We got a lot coming down the pike. We have 2 more modules coming for you too. So you're going to be overwhelmed soon. Anyway, thank you. Lots of great attendance, had 100 and something, 110 people, I think, online today. So I appreciate that very much. And that being said, happy Tuesday. And as you know, we are all here for you. Thank you for your appearance, Samantha.